Hello everyone! Welcome to my very first Let's Play, that being Pikmin 3 Deluxe. My introduction to the Pikmin series is kind of a weird one. I never really played the first two Pikmin games, like, at all, ever, before playing Pikmin 3, so I was originally introduced to the series when Olimar became a playable fighter in Super Smash Bros. Brawl for the Wii, but I never played as Olimar because I just wanted to play Kirby over and over again. And so, my actual introduction to anything Pikmin was the Pikmin Adventure attraction that was in Nintendo Land for the Wii U. And then I saw a trailer for the original Pikmin 3, and I thought, oh cool, they're making a game based off that Nintendo Land attraction. Completely disregarding the stupidity of that statement, I did not even know the turmoil of the people that had been waiting for Pikmin 3 for nigh a decade. And I like to tell that story to Pikmin fans as they just writhe in anger over that. Anyway, the original version of Pikmin 3 came out in 2013, and this deluxe version came out, at the time of recording this, a few weeks ago. And so, I thought, what better way to, start my, Let's Play career, quote-unquote career, than with a game that I have never beaten, yet know backwards and forwards. See, I've played this game so many times, or not played this game so many times, I've seen so many people Let's Play this game, that I pretty confident I could speedrun the whole thing. But, when the game came out, I was 12, so I was a dumb, stupid baby and couldn't play video games. In fact, I could probably not even get to the second area of the game when I first played this, but now I'm pretty confident I can beat it, even though I still haven't. But hey, let's go in. I wish I could play this game for you guys on Ultra Spicy mode. However, this account is not the one with the demo because I had to switch the accounts in order to show you guys all the achievements because for some reason they are shared across save datas. So I had to create an entire new account just to show you guys that stuff. So I'm going to be playing on hard because normal mode is the easy mode and hard mode is probably the normal mode. So, without further ado, I guess.
Galactic date 20XX. At the far reaches of space lies a planet on the brink of ruin. The planet's name? Kopai. Due to a booming population, booming appetites, and a basic lack of planning, Kopai's inhabitants have all but exhausted their food supply. Their only hope is to find another planet with edible matter. Accordingly, they send unmanned scout vessels called Sparrows out into space. To their dismay, the search is proving fruitless. Just as they're about to give up, the final vessel reports back with news of a miraculous discovery. They mobilize to investigate the planet, which they name PNF 404. Kopai's last hope rests on 3 intrepid explorers. At last, the explorers' 279,000 light-year voyage nears its end. But as they initiate the landing sequence, something goes horribly wrong.
Ugh. What happened? Where am I? The last thing I remember was... Oh, of course! This must be PNF 404. Charlie to ship. Charlie to ship. Do you copy? This is your captain. I repeat, do you copy? Hello? Anyone? Oh, there's no response. Where's my ship? My crew? Captain Charlie! I managed to escape unscathed. But what about the rest of my crew? They could be anywhere on PNF 404. I've got to find Elf and Brittany. I only hope they survived. Move with L. Up, yep. See, in this game, you can press the up button to get hints. I don't do that. Oh god, now it's doing this. Whoops, I really hope it doesn't do that anymore. Hold up. See, you can go to this and turn off the hint display, which I should have done before starting this video. What in the... There are more of them. So strange. This planet's mushrooms are huge. I seem to have wandered into a strange neighborhood. Why are they coming closer? My whistle will scare them off. Oh no, I'm surrounded. Maybe I should throw them. They don't appear to be hostile. So let me get this straight. I can round these creatures up by pointing at them and pressing B and then throw them with A. Maybe these little fellows can be of some use. Yes, currently I'm playing with the stick controls where, you know, it's at a fixed distance away and it's just kind of going wherever you're facing. I'm going to change that because I really don't like that gyro function on pointer. Thank you. And now it's controlled with my left Joy-Con, or right Joy-Con I mean. And it uses the gyro controls to mimic the functionality of the Wii Remote. And it works as well as you'd expect it to. I mean, I think in this game it doesn't work as well as it could have. I mean, in Mario Galaxy in 3 All-Stars port, the pointer controls worked just fine. So, since the gyro can sometimes get away from you, as it's not as accurate as the Wii's, pointer controls, you can press R to recenter onto the middle of the screen. The way it worked in Mario Galaxy is that whenever you would press R, the pointer would stay in the middle of the screen, and then you could readjust. Now you have to readjust the Joy-Con and then press R, which is a little disorienting, but it's not like it's, you know, gonna prevent me from playing the game and having fun with it. And it's not too much of a hassle, it's just a button press. And I mean, now look at this. 7 years later and this game is still just beautiful. I mean, look at it. When this first came out on the Wii U, people just didn't know what to do with themselves. This is Pikmin now. And hopefully, maybe, we'll get Pikmin 4. That is wishful thinking, I know. What are those? Oh, didn't even get to say the dialogue. Wow, that's bright. Oh, I don't like how their eyes just kind of pop everywhere. Are we gonna... If I don't... Oh, okay. I thought if I didn't kill them, the cutscene wouldn't activate. It's a miracle. I'm alive and somehow unharmed. Alf. Just as the SS Drake was about to land, we lost control and had to make an emergency escape. Really? It looked like you more or less just kind of exploded out of it, but whatever. I don't know how your ship works. During the chaos, I was separated from my other 2 team members as well as the ship itself. But didn't you just see it? As the ship's engineer, it's up to me, Alf, to find both the SX Drake and my crew members before I slowly descend into madness. Ah, look at the water physics. This game is just... I love it. For someone who, like, despised playing this game as a kid because I was terrible, I sure sing its praises around, don't I? Ooh. What was that? Well, guess the only logical thing to do was to follow this strange alien. Whoa. It appears that the specimen I just spotted has company. Yeah, and if they try to kill you, you're gonna be screwed. Just saying, man. And what's that stuck in the branch? Is there anything I can do? Yes, this game has a new lock-on feature. It works most like other RPGs where if you just keep pressing the lock-on button, it'll just keep switching targets, which I kind of like and kind of don't like. It's more of like a personal, I need to get used to it, rather than the game's mechanics are bad. But it just, you know, if I ever get disappointed, or I mean, frustrated with it, just know it's entirely my fault because I'm being an idiot. Oh, wait a minute, I'm supposed to be looking for those 2 missing. I just completely skipped over that story content, my bad. Face forward with ZL and look around with R. R always won't work with the Joy-Con is held sideways. Yes, you can hold the Joy-Con sideways. I don't know why you ever would. Now, you see we got a bridge, and you see we got these things. Well, this is what Pikmin do. It's more of micromanaging than anything else. And as you can see, there was 1 in the pot over here, so I have 4 Pikmin now. As you can see in the bottom right here, this shows how many are on the field, and this number shows how many are in my squad. Meaning that if you paid attention and didn't look right here like I did, you would see that there was another Pikmin on the field, and that could interact with something. And new to this game, if Pikmin are in the middle of tasks and you whistle them, they just stop. You have to whistle them twice for them to be joined back into your squad. Which I think is actually really cool, because there are Pikmin walking back who are just like standing right here, and then there's other Pikmin doing a task. I don't want to whistle the Pikmin who are doing their task and interrupt them. So it's a quality of life update, if you will. As you can see, we have a little thing over here, and if I wasn't a complete moron, I would be able to go look at it. My Kopad! Oh, thank goodness, I found it. I can use it to locate the SS Drake. I mean, yeah, how convenient it didn't just burn up on impact, like you somehow didn't. That must be some really good spaceware you're having on, or else you probably would have died. I mean, that pool was, puddle, really, compared to my size, was incredibly shallow. You probably should have died. And as you can see, the Pikmin are done. Once they are done with a task in this game, they'll just rush back to where the objective started. And if you are by where the task was, they'll just immediately rejoin your party. Single file, I like it. Map data loading. Great, it still works. Of course, I'd expect nothing less from Kopai Engineering. Sing your own praises, or your species' praises? I'll check my surroundings by scrolling through the Kopad screen. Use L to check. Yep, I can do this. You can zoom in and out. In Pikmin 3 originally, if there was ever an area that you had not been to, it would just be black. Well, now it's kind of grayed out. Ah, the SS Drake isn't that far from here. Maybe the other 2 crew members are there as well. I'd best head in that direction. I would not count on it, Alf. For all you know, they are dead, but ever the optimist. Now we can start exploring with the help of the Kopad. Use the radar to check the map and the camera to take photos. Yes, because that is your top priority at this moment, not finding your friends or anything. These things right here, they're our first kind of resource, I would say. These are pellet posies. The number dictates the amount of Pikmin it is required to carry them, but it does not dictate the amount of Pikmin you will get Kind of. And this... Okay, what was that? What? See? Spots out 2, even though it said 1. That thing is popping out some sort of sprout. Good input, Alf. And this, right here, is our first enemy. Female sheargrubs. They're harmless. We can literally leave him here, and he will not die. I think it was easier than just putting an enemy in the starting area and then coding that specific one to not attack Pikmin, but there's already a Pikmin enemy in the game that just doesn't attack, so they just put that there. I don't know, it was this whole thing in Pikmin 2 where if you, in the starting area, there's a dwarf Bulborb, and it just won't attack your Pikmin, and it's like, why not just put the enemy that won't attack your Pikmin no matter what, instead of coding this one to not attack? It's this, I don't know, game design. It's weird. Why did I go off like that? Red Pikmin! Why did I go off like that? I had no reason to rant. Ah, I see. So this is how these little creatures propagate. How incredibly fascinating. I mean, kinda. Use A to pluck by near Pikmin. What? A to pluck by near Pikmin. Good words, man. Good words. I speak, man. I do things. Alright. Yes, so that cancel pluck button, all I have to do is just press A once, and it immediately plucks any Pikmin that are in, like, a vicinity. So, like, if you're in mission mode and there's just a plot right there, or if you're by whatever this is that I'll get into later, it'll just immediately start plucking them. So... Yep. Also, you can disperse the Pikmin by pressing Y and holding down on the control stick. And if they are dispersed, they'll just do random miscellaneous tasks or just split up by types. Or they'll attack enemies like you just saw. And what the heck? Why? Why does he do that? Oh my god, I love it, but like why? Yep, and now this one has health. The other ones you saw, if I would just threw it at the pellet, it would just immediately lose all its health. Well, ones that are bigger, you actually have to, you know, weigh it down. Let's see here. I got quite the little army I'm amassing. If only it was this easy in the real world. Actually, if it was this easy in the real world, that would be horrifying. But I guess it would be less horrifying if they were relative size. Well, not relative, if they were, you know, actually the size depicted here. If they were no taller than this frickin' leaf. And once we get 5, or 6 for this one, 8, 9, 20, 21. That's not how you count, but... Wee! Alright, now that we have 21 Pikmin... God, that number is just always gonna haunt me. Ever since that stupid Vine back in my early years of middle school, when it wasn't funny. Everyone remembers that, right? It just wasn't funny, and nobody thought it was funny. Like, there was no point that was funny. Yeah, there was a glitch where you could throw the Pikmin on top of the box in the original game, and it would just kind of float there, and for some reason they patched that out specifically, which is disappointing. Ooh, what is this? I know what this is, you don't. What's that? It looks like someone left a data file here. Perhaps the Kopai will be able to read it? Why would you just assume that? Hey guys. The onion is like a nest for the Pikmin. It both gives birth to them and provides them with shelter. Excellent! The Kopai can read the data file. So these creatures are called Pikmin? Well, I mean, yeah, did you not see the red text under the one you pulled out? This information might come in handy. I'll save it in the Kopai's exploration notes. Yes, download an app while everyone on your planet is dying. I see how it is. Huh, I never noticed. I'll go into that later, what I never noticed. Why did I say that out loud? That would have been something else. Could there be other intelligent life forms on this planet? Yeah, I definitely don't think your captain wrote that. I don't think your captain can write. Come on. Yes. For some reason, you can put the Pikmin up here. And if you do press minus and go to camera. Hello there. I'm taking this one. This one's great. Oh, there we go. I got an achievement. That's something that was new to this game, achievements. I mentioned them before, but now that I have a new file, I can actually encounter them alongside you guys, and you can see how to get them. And then there's this Pikmin who's just ruling over all of these. Are you not entertained, my good man? Just calm down. I don't think you can lose any Pikmin to the end of day on day 1. That would suck if you could. Okay, another thing. Something that data files do in this game. In the original game, unless it was like a cat, the only time it wouldn't flash up and read the data file is if it was picked up by a captain doing an automated task, which is weird. But now, unless they're like super duper important, they just won't read them. And you can look at them yourselves, which is kind of weird. It's kind of not at the same time. I don't know. I don't know how game design is supposed to work like this. Also, here's the charge mechanic. In the previous game, you actually had to lock onto something and press the X button to charge. Now, I can just point the charge button, or press the charge button and point it in any direction, and they'll go in that direction for a set distance, like that. I didn't mean to do that. My crew could learn a lot from this kind of teamwork, he says. I hope the Drake is okay. I'm pretty sure if you're not dead, the Drake isn't going to be. See, it even landed upright. There it is, the SS Drake. The Kopai isn't picking up any signs of life in the immediate... Next slide. What am I supposed to do now? Yeah, especially since both of your friends could possibly be dying. Aw, man. I hate telemarketers, too. They just suck. Incoming transmission, who could this be? I wonder. A lady! Alpha, it's me, Brittany. Do you copy? Oh, thank goodness. You're with the SS Drake, right? I made it through the landing in one piece. Hey, I love that manga. The thing is, I'm trapped somewhere. And I'm starved. Well, she did. Oh no, we got cut off. I wonder how far away Brittany is. I'd say about a continent. At the very least, I'm thankful she appears to be safe and sound. What's that strange sound? The sun is setting, which could mean that nocturnal predators are starting to wake up. I should probably get off the planet's surface for now. Oh, screw Brittany, am I right? And prepare for the technology of this game. There's no door, there's no, like, anything. That doesn't make sense. But I guess he's an alien on a microplanet. I wonder how big Kopai is. Like, if it's sizable to Earth, then it should be, like, massive. Like, more people could probably live in the same amount of area as one human could. So, if you guys ran out of food that fast, you must be horrific at creating a society. Most of the supplies we brought with us from Kopai were destroyed in the crash landing. So we only have 3 days worth of edible provisions left. I wonder what that tastes like. Is it just like blue raspberry? Is it just tasteless gunk that is just sustainable? Or does it, I don't know, taste like Play-Doh? These are the questions I'm asking while playing this game. Not about the whole, you know, what happened during our crash? What are the Pikmin? What is that onion thing? Why does it look different now than in the other games? Why does this design look better? Anyway, review the replay with that button to fine-tune your strategy. Here's the thing, with this, I don't think you can actually watch yourself play. You just watch yourself on the map, which is a bit weird. I might be wrong about that. I'll have to look into that. Anyway, next day. We're shipwrecked on this planet. Some creatures called Pikmin helped me find the SS Drake, but our cosmic drive key is nowhere to be found. We won't be going anywhere without that. Luckily, I made contact with Brittany, and we'll set out to find her tomorrow. When I took off in the spaceship, the Onion took flight as well. Odd, but amazing. Alf. Well, that does it for day 1. I hope you all come back for next time. when we explore our second day on PNF 404. See you next time!